Hey besties, it's Bezelly. Today I'm going to be showing you all how to do a frontal wig install. And this is my first install ever, so it's really like a bear with me type of thing. So the first thing I'm doing is just pushing back the leftover baby hairs with some Got to Be gel and some Got to Be spray. And you just take an edge brush and you just push it back. This just helps so when you put the glue on the forehead, none of her baby hairs come out once she takes the wig off or once you take the cap off. So you just want to push those back. And I blow dry mine because it just gives that extra flatness to the baby hairs. After that, I'm just wiping her forehead with some alcohol just to make sure there's no extra product and make sure I'm putting the glue on a clean surface. And next, I'm applying the cap. Now, when you apply the cap, the first thing I do is I cut the ears out. I be getting a little free-handed with these scissors, so make sure if this is your first time installing someone else's wig, you are very tedious with these scissors. You don't want to cut anyone's ear, cut anyone's hair, especially when those scissors go inside of that cap. So this method you're looking at is a method I've never done before. Putting the Ghostbond on the cap. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos and I've seen a lot of different hairstylists do it. So I was like, oh, why not try something new? Usually I'll just go in with some even lace spray, blow dry it a couple times, and get the cap to get really stick down. But this method was way better. The only hardship I had was getting the glue to turn completely clear. And it just seemed like sometimes it was taking forever to turn clear. I don't know though. But this is the Ghostbond glue. And right now you can see I just put it in little dots, and I just took the little razor, edge of the razor, make sure it's clean, and I'm just smoothing it out. One thing I do want to say is it's very true. You have to wait till this glue is clear to do anything, which is one of the things I messed up with, had a hard time with. Also, you have to use little layers and do a lot of layers, okay? I don't know how to mix the two, but I know I did it, so I know you can do it. Little layers, a lot of layers. And these tiny little dots really helped a lot. It was just hard to not get white stuff stuck inside the cap. So after I put the glue all over the cap, I know y'all see that white part right there. Y'all, that part would not dry for anything. So I'm like, okay, let me work my magic. I put concealer exactly on the white part. It didn't make it any better, but it also didn't make it any worse. I don't know what I would have did if I didn't have did that, so I'm not gonna say what I would have did. If you're a hairstylist, just help me out. What would you have did? This was the closest color I had to her in my makeup collection, like a orange. It was an orange elf concealer. I just had to make it work, y'all. So after I cut the cap completely off, I was just going back around and just laying down those rough edges of the cap. I feel like those parts are very important to lay down because that can mess up the whole cap install. So I'm just taking some even lace spray, the black bottle. The black bottle is the best. And I'm just smoothing those rough edges out because it just helps give it that more broad cap look, that more laid cap look. So right here, I cut the cap into two pieces and I tie it like you would tie a knot, and I took under the braids. I do that because I don't know how to sew yet, but I don't like hanging caps, so I do that method. And I would just ask her, was it tight? This is the wig. I don't know what kind of lace it is. I know that she got it from Amazon. I'm not sure what kind of lace it is. If y'all can tell the lace by looking at this video, comment down below. I'm press combing the hair back, so when I get ready to cut the ears out and cut the lace and everything, I see a clear vision, and I know I'm not cutting any hairs right now. As you can see, I'm cutting the ears out. You want to start from the back and work your way to the front. You can use a brow razor or scissors. You might cut a little bit of the hair that's in the lace, but it's not going to be bad pieces. And you just want to be very tedious with this step also. As y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see, but I got my serious face on. You want to be real tedious with this step. So right now I'm just taking the Ghostbond glue and I'm just putting little dots and then I'm smoothing it out. Now, when it got to the glue being on the actual skin, it seemed like it dried a little faster or a lot of faster. I don't know if y'all can see, but y'all see how clear it's getting already. I don't know if because of the little layers I was doing. I'm not even sure. I can't even tell you all how many layers I did. I just did enough until it looked like or it felt like it was a little tacky, like the lace was sticks. And I also used a little of my favorite, the black bottle of Eben lace spray. Y'all, do y'all? I want y'all to see the type of stuff beginners do. Why would I put that lace all the way on her forehead like that? I literally was like, no, like we gotta put this back. But once the glue dried, I went ahead and tried to do a very flat placement. I put both the sides and I tried to just use my hands to get that all in there. Cause the second install I did on somebody else, it just seemed like the glue was very weak. So I will be investing into a new glue. I'm sorry, Ghostbond. But I feel like it was still on her forehead a little bit. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I fixed it. So now I'm prepping to cut the lace. I don't do super big sections and I don't do super small sections. I just do a fair size. The reason why I do it is because it helps me get that more natural cut of the lace and not so boxy or square shaped lace. Now, y'all see how thick and white that lace is? I personally feel like y'all gotta wait to the end of the video, but I personally feel like I worked my magic. Like, do y'all see how thick that lace was? But y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. I literally packed makeup on the lace just to give it that, oh, it's blending in with her skin effect. She even told me like the makeup is throwing me off, but I didn't know what else to do. I gave a little like up close zoom. And this was the closest thing I had to her color because all my makeup is like, a lot of my makeup is closer to my skin complexion. So I just had to make it do what it do, make it work. So right now I'm going into little sections under the middle part and I'm flattening it out with the pressing comb. The reason why you do this is so you can have a flat foundation overall, okay? Not just on the top is flat. This is so the sides can be flat, the back can be flat. You take your wax stick and you go on with little layers, and that is how you get it. See how it's just super flat? Like it just gives a really good flat foundation. I do want to let y'all know that a lot of this video is not in real time. And so when you're doing someone else's install, just make sure you be really patient with yourself and you take your time. So off camera, I did go ahead and blow dry and flat iron the hair. Now, if you watch my other wig install on me, you know I don't know how to do my baby hairs. I do not. So that was one of my struggles with this install. Also, I used mousse. It was terrible. The next day I had another client and I used spritz, and spritz worked so much better. So I am going to recommend you all spritz if you're doing baby hairs. I use mousse. As I say again, mousse messed me up. Now, if you're a professional and you know how to use some mousse, then that's different. I'm more into makeup, but I will say that hair was kind of not that hard. Like once you learn the technique, you really have it. So if you're thinking about becoming a hairstylist, do it. Personally, it's not for me. I just love makeup. But if you're thinking about getting your hairstylist bag or installing your own wig, I definitely recommend you to do it. And this is the finished look. I hope you all love this video. Drop any constructive criticism comments. Bye. Love you, besties.